The streets of Monte Carlo witnessed something extraordinary recently when Princess Charlene of Monaco made a striking solo appearance that captured the attention of royal watchers around the world, and what unfolded during this public outing reveals so much more than just another royal engagement. Before we dive into every fascinating detail of this moment, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our royal coverage. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below because your perspective matters in this ongoing royal story. Princess Charlene arrived at her Monte Carlo engagement radiating confidence and poise, her presence commanding attention in ways that reminded everyone why she remains one of the most captivating figures in European royalty. The former Olympic swimmer turned princess has always possessed an undeniable magnetism, but this particular appearance seemed to carry an additional layer of significance that resonated with observers both in Monaco and across the globe. Her solo status at this event immediately sparked conversations about the nature of modern royal partnerships and how contemporary princes and princesses navigate their public and private lives in an era where every movement is scrutinized and analyzed. The absence of Prince Albert II alongside his wife during this notable Monte Carlo moment created a ripple of interest throughout royal watching communities, not because solo royal appearances are unusual, but because the context surrounding this particular outing carries weight in the broader narrative of the Grimaldi family's recent years. Royal couples frequently attend events separately due to demanding schedules and diverse responsibilities. Yet each solo appearance becomes part of a larger tapestry that royal observers piece together to understand the dynamics of these high-profile relationships. Princess Charlene has weathered significant public attention regarding her health, her time away from Monaco, and her journey back into public life, making each appearance a subject of intense interest and speculation. What made this Monte Carlo appearance particularly noteworthy was the princess's demeanor and presentation, which spoke volumes about her current state and her evolving role within the principality. She carried herself with a grace that seemed both effortless and intentional, her styling choices reflecting a woman who understands the power of image while remaining authentic to her personal aesthetic. The former athlete has never been one to conform entirely to traditional royal expectations, and this independence of spirit has always been part of her appeal, even when it has occasionally created friction with more conventional royal protocols and expectations. The event itself provided Princess Charlene with an opportunity to shine in her own right, separate from the shadow that can sometimes be cast by her husband's position as the reigning Prince of Monaco. Prince Albert II carries the weight of the Grimaldi legacy, a family history filled with glamour, tragedy, and constant public fascination dating back to his mother, the legendary Grace Kelly. Charlene's journey from South African swimmer to European princess has always been a narrative of adaptation and transformation, and her solo appearances allow the public to see her not just as Prince Albert's wife but as an individual with her own strengths, interests, and contributions to Monaco's cultural and social landscape. Royal marriages exist under extraordinary pressure, with public scrutiny examining every interaction, every appearance together or apart, and every subtle shift in body language or expression. The Monaco royal family has weathered their share of speculation over the years, with tabloids and royal commentators frequently dissecting the relationship between Prince Albert and Princess Charlene. These analyses often miss the nuance of what it means to be a royal couple in the 21st century, where traditional expectations collide with modern sensibilities about independence, partnership, and personal fulfillment. The reality is that royal duties often require spouses to operate independently, attending different events, championing different causes, and representing the principality in diverse contexts that don't always align with joint appearances. Princess Charlene's time in Monte Carlo without her husband by her side also highlights the evolution of her role within Monaco's social fabric. When she first arrived in the principality, she was the outsider, the athlete from South Africa who captured the heart of Europe's most eligible bachelor. Her early years were marked by a visible adjustment period as she learned the intricacies of royal life, mastered new languages, and found her footing in a world vastly different from the one she had known. The princess has since established herself as a dedicated advocate for various causes, particularly those involving children's welfare and sports education, using her platform to make meaningful contributions that extend beyond mere ceremonial appearances. The fashion choices Princess Charlene made for this Monte Carlo outing deserve attention as well, because royal style is never merely about aesthetics but serves as a form of communication and representation. The princess has developed a signature look that combines elegance with a modern edge, often favoring clean lines, sophisticated silhouettes, and a color palette that ranges from classic neutrals to bold statement shades. Her style evolution has been fascinating to observe, moving from early attempts to conform to royal fashion expectations toward a more confident expression of personal taste that respects tradition while embracing contemporary design. This balance reflects her broader journey as a princess, learning when to honor protocol and when to assert her individuality. The significance of Princess Charlene's solo appearance extends beyond the immediate event to touch on larger questions about royal marriages and partnerships in the modern era. What does it mean for a princess to maintain her independence while fulfilling her duties as part of a ruling family? How do royal couples balance their individual identities with their joint responsibilities? These questions resonate not just within Monaco but across all European monarchies grappling with similar tensions between tradition and modernity. The younger generations of royals are increasingly carving out individual spaces for themselves, pursuing personal projects and causes even while married, and Princess Charlene's approach to her role reflects this broader shift in royal culture. Monaco itself provides a unique backdrop for these royal dynamics, being a tiny principality with outsized global influence due to its glamorous reputation, tax advantages, and history of attracting the wealthy and famous. The Grimaldi family rules over this glittering enclave, their personal lives forever intertwined with Monaco's international image. Every appearance by Princess Charlene or Prince Albert carries implications not just for their family but for how the principality is perceived on the world stage. This added layer of responsibility makes every public outing a performance of sorts, where personal choices about attendance, presentation, and demeanor become matters of state interest. The princess's health journey has been a significant part of her recent story, with extended periods away from Monaco for medical treatments that were the subject of widespread media coverage and speculation. Her return to public life has been gradual and carefully managed, with each appearance serving as a reassurance to Monaco's citizens and to royal watchers worldwide that Princess Charlene is recovering and resuming her duties. This Monte Carlo appearance fits into that pattern of gradual re-engagement with public life, demonstrating her commitment to her role while also respecting her own pace and needs. The courage required to step back into the spotlight after such challenges should not be underestimated, and the princess has handled this transition with remarkable dignity. Prince Albert and Princess Charlene's relationship has produced two beautiful children, twins Princess Gabriella and hereditary Prince Jacques, who represent the future of Monaco's ruling family. The couple's dedication to their children is evident, and much of their separate scheduling often relates to parenting responsibilities and ensuring that their twins receive proper attention and care. Royal parenting comes with its own set of challenges, balancing the need for normal childhood experiences with the reality of being born into one of Europe's most prominent families. Both Albert and Charlene have spoken about their desire to give their children as much normalcy as possible while preparing them for their future roles, and this often means dividing responsibilities in ways that result in solo public appearances. The evolution of Princess Charlene's public persona has been one of the most compelling royal narratives of recent years, watching someone who initially seemed uncomfortable in the spotlight grow into a more confident and assured figure. Her athletic background gave her discipline and resilience, qualities that have served her well in navigating the complexities of royal life. The transition from being defined by physical achievement to being defined by social position and ceremonial duty is profound, yet Princess Charlene has managed to retain elements of her former identity while building a new one as Monaco's First Lady. This balance between past and present selves is something many people can relate to, regardless of their royal status. Looking at this Monte Carlo appearance through a wider lens reveals patterns in how modern royals are reshaping their roles and relationships. The idea that royal couples must always appear together is increasingly outdated, replaced by a more flexible approach that recognizes both partners as individuals with their own responsibilities, interests, and needs. This doesn't diminish the importance of unity and partnership but rather acknowledges that strength in a relationship can come from supporting each other's independence as much as from presenting a united front. Princess Charlene's solo appearance in Monte Carlo embodies this modern approach to royal partnership, where absence doesn't necessarily signal problems but rather reflects the complexity of contemporary royal life. So as Princess Charlene continues to navigate her role in Monaco, making appearances both with and without Prince Albert, she's writing a new chapter in the story of royal life that future princesses will surely study and learn from. But here's the question that remains on everyone's mind after this striking solo appearance in Monte Carlo. Does Princess Charlene's increasing confidence in stepping into the spotlight alone signal a new era of independence for modern royal women, or is it simply the natural evolution of a princess who has finally found her place in the complex world of European monarchy?